Jord, I want to build you a golf swing that produces a nice little stock shot draw that doesn't overcurve your target line. Okay, and the way that we're going to do that is by first understanding what we do well and what we don't do well. Okay, first of all, I really like your posture. Overall bend over at the waist looks good. Distance from the ball looks pretty solid here. Your feet are aimed a little bit to the right and you have open shoulders. So I'd recommend aiming your feet, knees, hips, shoulders, and body parallel to your target line. Now, as you take the club back, what you're going to notice here is you do a really good job of working the club right up the plane. That is really solid. However, as you get up to the top of your swing, you are going to lack hip turn. Okay, ideally, we're turning our hips open 45 degrees. You've only turned your hips open maybe 20 degrees. That's going to cause you to lack depth. Ideally, your hands are over your heels. Right now, your hands are over your toes. You can also see that the club shaft is very laid off on the left side of this line, and the club face may be a little bit open there. Okay, so from a position like this, where you're laid off and you lack depth, you are going to come down, and every single frame that I go here, the shaft is actually getting steeper with the ground. You're going to see this here. So you can see how shaft is getting steeper with the ground, even though it looks like that you have come down back onto the original plane. So from this steeper position, the way the shaft's momentum is actually working, you're going to throw this club head outside your hands. You're going to continue to release and rotate, which is why you see a lot of shots that kind of start left and why you hit pull cuts, which is an option. I don't believe that's the most efficient way to swing a golf club. So the first thing I want us to do is I want you to go up to a wall in your house. I need you to open up your hips 45 degrees in your backswing. And I need the back of your trail arm, trail hand, and club shaft all up against the wall. This would place your lead arm matching your shoulder plane, 90 degrees to your spine. This would place your hands above your heels, and this would help the planing of the shaft. Instead of being laid off, you would be right on the plane there. So when you take a beeline down with your hands to the ball, you shallow the club. Now, if you wanted to take the wall drill out to the range, you would do what Ben Hogan mentioned and put a stick over your trail shoulder and keep your hands, arms, and club all underneath of the stick instead of smashing the stick. Okay, that'll set you up to where when you take a beeline down, you shallow the club instead of coming down and steepening that shaft as you transition.